What up, loves? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to finally show you guys how I straighten my hair. You guys have been asking and here it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right in. If you want to see how I achieved this look from curly to straight, keep watching. So the first thing that I do after I wash my hair, I put in that Marrakesh Moroccan Oil that I also use when my hair is curly. So I use that, and I also spray in some of the It's a 10 leave-in conditioner. Then I take my blow dryer and a paddle brush and I blow my hair out until it's nice and fluffy like this. When I blow it out, I blow it to the side that I want it to go on when I straighten it. If I try to part it on the side after I've blow dried it down the middle, then it's not gonna stay over. So I want my hair today to go over to the side pretty far, so I blew it that way. So now it'll stay fairly easy. Now that my hair is blown dry, I take it and I part it in sections. So I do 4 sections, so I take it from this side here and then I take it down like this, and then I part the halves in half so that I have quarters. Now I take a hair tie, the parts that I'm not working with, I tie them out of the way. So my hair now looks like this. And I typically like to start in the back. I find that when you take it section by section, then it's a lot less overwhelming and you can do smaller and thinner parts, which makes it way easier. Now let's begin. I always use a cheese straightener. They're just my favorite, but if there's a brand that you like best, then go ahead and use whatever works best for your hair. For me personally, I use cheese. And then I take a fine tooth comb. I use that as I straighten. I always make sure also that I have these clips that make it so much easier. When I part my hair in the sections, I always part it down the middle because it makes it easier. I take this side this way to straighten and then this side this way to straighten. That way it's a lot easier to get to the roots and I'm not going like this, and it just makes life so much easier. So anyway, I just take a section down here, take my clips, clip it out of the way. And one of the things that people do that makes it harder to get their hair really straight is that instead of combing through the hair first, they just take a section like this and then just start straightening on top of all this bunched up hair. If you take a comb and you comb the hair out, then you hold your hair with your hand while you take the other hand and use the chi. Then you grab the hair, pull it tight, get really close to the roots as you squeeze. Then I always do this and I let go of the hair with this hand and take the comb under here, and then I stop usually because I don't want to get to my end yet. This is just the way I do it. If it doesn't work for you, that's fine, but this is just how I do it. Then I take the comb back at the root, put my flat iron back through, and then as the comb is combing through the hair, the flat iron is going right after it, so that you get a nice smooth straighten, and it makes it so much easier and so much quicker because the hair is already really smooth before the heat gets to it. So now I'm just gonna go section by section and I'll show you guys close up how I take each section with the comb and smooth it out before the heat goes on it.
There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from.
If you need to, you can go over it again. But if you do it this way, then you shouldn't have to go over it too many times. People have a tendency to do this. This is what people do when they straighten their hair, and it drives me crazy because you should not have to go over it that many times. If you are intentional and you take the hair and pull it tight, take your flat iron, squeeze it. That's another thing. Squeeze the flat iron really tight as you're going over the hair. And then you shouldn't have any problems at all getting it really straight.
Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul.
Okay, so I have this back section done. This is gonna be my small section because my hair is gonna be parted on this side to go over the opposite way. So what I do in the front part is I always start at the perimeter. So I take the hair, a thin section just along my hairline. I'm gonna take this hair here, comb it out, pull it really tight, and then I'm gonna take my flat iron and get it as close to the roots as possible, just really squeezing the flat iron really tight. And then I just do the same thing as the rest of the hair. Get that comb in there, smooth it out, and let the flat iron follow the comb. And when I'm doing around my face, one problem that I used to always have is that when you flat iron around your face, like the hair right here tends to stick up. So what you want to do with that is when you blow dry it, make sure you blow dry this hair down. When it's wet, make sure you comb it down or brush it down or whatever around your face so that the hair lays flatter, and then you don't have to worry about like all those flyaways. So I take this hair here, real close to the scalp, get that comb in there and let it follow, and then sometimes I'll take the comb while it's still hot and then press it down so that it lays flatter against my face. And now I just take these sections, the same as the last one, and just do the same thing. Now on to the other side. And because this is an awkward angle, this is the side that's less comfortable. I always take the flat iron going this way so that I can get in there to the roots towards the middle of my head. And then do that, take the comb, put it underneath, and then come on top and do it this way. It just makes it easier. There goes a sight from my soul. And last but not least, the big front section. And again, with the front section, I'm gonna take it along the hairline first, and I'm gonna focus on the hair along my hairline. Get the flat iron really close to the roots, pulling it really tight. Take my comb, and smooth it down flat on my face so that I don't have any hairs sticking out. I think it's all angels just walk by. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my there goes a sight. If I feel like I need to, then sometimes I use a little bit of hairspray. I usually use the Kenra volume spray. So I'll take a little bit of this and just spray it very, very lightly. Now there goes a sight from my soul. And that's it. Hopefully that was pretty straightforward for you guys. Not a whole lot of fuss. This is how I straighten my hair. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask. Leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, and help me to continue growing our family. Bye, loves. There goes a sight from my soul.